Okay, for this very easy recipe, you're gonna need a bag of Rolos candy. You're gonna need some pecan halves. You're gonna need pretzels. And we're also gonna be using some chocolate almond bark. I bought the Rolos that come in the big bag. Of course, you can buy the kind that you get at the counter and you won't have to unwrap each individual one. But these are just what I happened to pick up as I was going down the aisle. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and unwrap all your Rolos. And place them in a bowl. Try not to eat too many, because I've already eaten like 5, but don't tell the kids. Don't tell them. Okay, so finish unwrapping all your Rolos, and then we'll move on to the next step. Next time, I am definitely going to be buying the ones at the checkout aisle, because unwrapping all of these is a pain in my, you know, my very large rear end. This is for the birds, let me tell you. They keep on keeping on, people. Uh-oh, that landed in my mouth. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next step, which is actually the first step if you didn't have to unravel all the papers from the Rolos. Okay, and the pretzels that I wanted to use were the square ones, but of course they didn't have them at my little podunk town Walmart, so I got the regular pretzels. Of course you can use the small circle ones too, whatever you want. Okay, you're going to take and you're going to line your pretzels up. However many you want on your cookie sheet, and you don't have to put foil down, but I'm just going to do it because I don't want chocolate to accidentally seep out. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to take a Rolo and put right there in the center of each pretzel. Rolo for you, and Rolo for you. And just continue that until all are covered with Rolos. And someone's going to comment that I'm videoing everyone. Well, it's not taking long, so. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put these in the oven at 350 for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now you want to be careful at this part. You don't want your Rolo all the way melted. You just want it soft, because we're going to add the pecan right on top. So go ahead and put this in the oven, 350 for about 3 to 4 minutes. I've taken my candies out of the oven, and you'll notice that the Rolos are shiny. That means we did what we were supposed to do. They are soft, but not too soft. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our pecan halves and we're going to put one on top of each candy and just barely press down. You don't want to press down too hard. You don't want everything going out the bottom. So just press down. Just put one on top of each Rolo. One more thing about this part, even though the Rolo doesn't look like it's all the way melted, it is still very hot. So you will want to be careful when you're pressing your pecan half on top. So I recommend that a parent do this, you know, if you're doing this with your kids. Just gonna finish up. Two more. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these cool, and it will allow the chocolate and the caramel to harden again, and then we're going to dip each one in chocolate. Once you have let your turtle candies completely cool off. They'll be hardened enough where you can now dip them in your melted chocolate almond bark, and just be sure you coat each one really good. And what I like to do is I just take a couple of forks and roll it down and just make sure that everything is coated on top and the sides. And then you're just going to take it. Don't worry about all that chocolate. Look at that. And you're going to set it back on your pan and let it harden. So just go ahead and do all of these. But of course, like I said, it's not necessary. If you don't want the extra chocolate, they're fine how they are. But in this household, we like the extra chocolate. And as you can see, you're going to get a little bit messy. I've got chocolate on my shirt, on my fingers, probably on my mouth, because I've been licking my fingers. Anyways, you're going to get messy if you put chocolate on them. But if you eat them the other way, you're not going to get as messy. But we like the extra chocolate around here. But now I'm just going to pop mine in the refrigerator for a few minutes and let the chocolate harden before I feed them to everyone. If you're going to like a holiday party or giving them as gifts, of course you want to beef up your presentation. You wouldn't serve it on this plate like I'm doing. But I'm giving it to my kids, and they're probably going to be gone in like 5 seconds flat. So it really doesn't matter if they're not going to pay attention to the plate. They're just going to... no, I'm not going to let them eat them all. No, no, no. But yeah, there you have it. Turtle candy made with ROLOS, pretzels, and chocolate. Pretty simple, and I hope you enjoy it. And don't eat too many. And if you do happen to eat too many, just don't blame me.